Good morning, folks. This morning we're going to be doing a grass tear out for a patio extension. So just going to be excavating some grass out of an area about 47 by 8 foot. I think it's an 8-foot extension. Pool deck's 47 feet long. So we're going to take the dump truck here. We're going to hook it up to the trailer and bring the skid steer to the job. And we'll have roughly 3 yards of scalped grass and some dirt that we're going to put in the dump truck and haul out of there. So without further ado, I'm going to get everything rigged up and we'll head on over to the job. All right, so I couldn't find my hitch for this truck. So we're just going to go ahead and drop the machine off and then come back and get this truck. I'm not going to spend any more time looking for it. But we're going to make our way to the job, drop this off, come back, get that, and then we'll be filming on the job site. All righty, arrived at the job. Got the dump truck here. And I'm gonna mark out the areas in the back. Well, the area in the back. And then we will get to working. So this is the pool deck, and the extension's gonna be coming out 8 feet. So mark 8 feet, and we'll rip all this grass out. Ooh, big hole right there. Almost twisted an ankle to start the morning. Nice lake view. Let's see. I don't know if that was an old stump. There's a flag here. But if you been watching the channel for a while, you'll remember this install. We did some stuff in the front walkway, and then on the side of the pool deck here. And we've been waiting for the customers to do thin pavers over top of this pool deck. So the whole pool deck will be getting thin pavers over top, and then it'll be an 8-foot extension over here, and then they're going to be getting a new screen. This was all screened in, but the cage came down, and there's going to be a 8 foot out where the extension, there's going to be a new footer being poured here for the new cage to be going on top of that. So the customer wants to keep these concrete pillars. So first thing I'm gonna do is move those up onto the pool deck and then get this fence out of the way. All right, that was the most annoying construction fence I've ever had to move. But we got her out of there. PVC pipe, but it's capped, so I don't think that's anything to do with the pool. right, so we got a couple more buckets to take out of here, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm about 4 or 5 inches down everywhere, which it looks like we're pretty good right now. Grade it out a little bit. It's hard to grade because this, I mean, look at that. Not the best. Not the best here. So this stuff's gonna have to dry out a little bit before we bring in any sand. If it doesn't dry out, then I'm gonna have to scrape more of it out of here and then bring in some 57 rock and then bring in some sand. truck is loaded down. And as you can see, this is the cleanup that we have to do. Not too bad. It'll dry up too as we're going home to dump this and make it easier to sweep and blow. Got everything in the back of the truck, so it'll dump no problem. All right, we are all loaded up, folks. Driveway's cleaned off. There's gonna be a new pool cage getting installed, so I'm not too worried about these ruts. There's plenty of time for the grass to bounce back, and if the grass does not bounce back, then I will just resod the ruts. But this is her all ready to go. And I'm not going to include the installation of this patio in this video. This patio will be probably 3 weeks down the line from now. Thank you guys for watching. Quick and easy job this morning, and I will see you in the next one.